Rise and shine, all eye and eyes. How are all the eyes doing today on this lovely, blissful day? Today, we're going to be making some vegan lasagna. Yeah. Let's get to it. So first, you're going to need a pan.
Yes.
You're going to need a blender.
Yeah.
We're not using no cans or nothing. Everything is going to be from scratch.
Squash.
So the veggies you're going to need is some zucchinis, some squash, eggplant, some tomatoes for our sauce. We're going to make a fresh tomato sauce.
This.
And then on the side, we're going to have us some green beans.
Beans.
Yeah.
That's really delicious.
So we're going to be washing everything off. And we're also going to be doing our walnut meat.
Yes. We got squash.
Yeah, squash. And then what are these?
And eggplants. Mushrooms.
Yes, we're going to be using some mushrooms for our walnut meat. And we're going to put some mushrooms on there for our meat substitution. It's going to be mushrooms and walnuts. The only thing that's not going to be from scratch is our lasagna noodles. But you can do like noodles out of zucchinis and all that. Okay, we not doing it. We just go, because I actually wanted to like some noodles because, hey, it is what it is. That's the only thing that's not from scratch. To boil our cashews so it can be soft for our cheese. So we got some our cheese that we're going to be using. The ricotta cheese, the vegan ricotta cheese. We're going to be using some cashews, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. So I haven't seen nobody do it like this. Some sunflower seeds. So this is our sunflower seeds. Cashews. And we're also going to be putting some sesame seeds in there. Right here. Sesame seeds. Dumping that in there. We're going to be boiling all of these. Y'all can't see. Alright, so we're going to put this on the stove, boil it and then we're going to blend it. We're going to be going to harvest some of our parsley. Thank you. To put in there. We're probably going to put some beet leaves in. So we're going to harvest some beet leaves and some parsley. And we're going to be putting that in our cheese mixture. So let's go ahead and put this on the stove to boil. We're going to be taking some of our walnuts to boil as well. So for our meat substitution, it's going to be walnuts and mushrooms. So we're going to take some of these walnuts. That's enough. We're going to take some of these walnuts. We're going to be pulsing it to get that good, like, I don't know, what do you call that, ground meat texture. We've done this several times on our channel. We made walnut meat out of all types of stuff. So we're going to take about 6 mushrooms. We're going to be washing this off. Let's put some water over this. Put this on the stove. Let it boil so it can get soft. Because, you know, nuts are hard. So we got to boil them first. If you want to soak your nuts overnight, do so. But we're doing all this fresh today. So if you want to do like I'm doing, you can. We're going to cut the skin off of the zucchini. So we're going to be putting this in our cheese mixer. This is some plain coconut cream that I had in the freezer. And that's going to bring up, you know, the gist of it. So let's go ahead and start making our sauce. Come on, Egypt. Alright, y'all. So I'm cutting off all of the skin. It's good to cut off all of the skin. I mean, hey, the skin is nutrients. I mean, hopefully they don't have preservatives in it, but we didn't grow this ourselves, so we don't know that. So, so I'm going to cut off all the skins. And plus, even if I do cut off the skins, they could have injected this with something. So, I mean, either way it go. I mean, hey, if you don't grow it yourself, then you got to be precautious. That's why it's good to do a cleanse once a month. Because still, if you don't grow your food and get your food from the shops and all of that, you still got to be aware that it could be something in the foods. So it's good to do yourself a cleanse once a month to detox anything that they put in these foods out here. Everywhere in the world. Like everywhere in the world, it's they put everything in the food everywhere around the world. It don't matter where you at in the world. Food is being compromised if you don't grow it yourself. Period. It's planes in the sky. So if you don't have no greenhouse or anything that you're growing, it's planes always in the sky, spraying some stuff in the sky, chemtrails all over the food, or they be having it in the lab growing it, then you pick it up from the shop. You don't know where it's coming from if you don't grow it yourself. So, and that's anywhere in the world. It don't matter where you at. So you got to make sure you do your cleanse once a month. It don't matter where you at in the world, baby. You got to do your cleanse. Especially if you ain't growing your own food in a greenhouse. Literally. In a greenhouse. It don't matter if you even have a farm. They still growing stuff in the sky. You can't control them planes in the sky, baby. Can't control them planes in the sky. So, hey, same here. So that's why it's important to do a cleanse once a month to make sure that you're good. Okay, so we're going to be putting 1 squash, 1 zucchini. I did that already. And then half an eggplant, because we don't want to cook too much. We're going to be checking our nuts over there in a second. And then we're going to go harvest some parsley as well. So this is kind of slight garden to table. And I'm growing the parsley inside. You know, I brought all the plants inside. Harvested all of it already. Harvest all the parsley that was outside and dried it up. We cleaned it real good. Then dried it off. Now I'm going to show y'all what the parsley is looking like after we harvest it. It's growing abundantly in the room with the grow light. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to harvest some of that. Put it in our cheese mixture, our mock cheese. And so yeah, we're about to do that in just a second after we blend up the tomato sauce. So let me add... Ooh, that zucchini down there is really huge. I need to put some more tomatoes. I guess Egypt decided that she just want to play. I gotta check them nuts. So we're gonna be putting some water in here. Y'all can see that. Alright, now put this inside. Yeah, I know it's full, but it's okay. There you go. And let me put this in a compost bowl. And then after that, I'm gonna show y'all the nuts, and then we're gonna go harvest some parsley. These is not all the way down. The zucchini is not all the way down there. It's kind of big.
Kind of big.
So we're gonna put our water halfway. All right, you ready, Egypt?
Yes, yes.
All right. Alright, we need some more tomatoes in there. So this is more tomato. Don't play with that. That goes in the compost. Alright, put them tomatoes in here. It's already really at the top, but...
1, 2...
I know, it's at the top a little bit.
3.
It's at the top a little bit, so I'm going to pour some out.
1.
Hold on, wait. It's at the top a little bit. I'm going to pour some out, and then I'm going to put it back in. Oh, I forgot the eggplant, y'all. But that's okay. We're going to put that in there. be doing, we're going to be putting our sauce on the stove. So let's check the... Alright, let's check how the nuts are doing. So the nuts are getting soft. This is for our cheese, and this is for our meat substitution. So you see the walnuts. The walnuts still have to be in there a little bit. I think the cashew cheese is doing pretty good. Yeah, so the cashew cheese is ready to come out, and then we're going to swap it. So we're going to put our sauce in this pan, and then we're going to put this, go ahead and put this in our blender. For our nut mixture, y'all, we're going to go ahead. It's a little bit too much of this. We're going to have to get another cup. Let me go ahead and put that in there. This is that coconut. Put the rest of that in there. Alright, y'all. We're going to be putting our nut mixture. Let me get a spoon. We're going to be putting our cashews, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds in the blender to make our cheese. While this is blending up, we're going to be going to harvest some of our parsley, and we're going to be putting some spinach in here. Also, we're going to be making some chickpea garlic bread with it. So we have a lot to do. So we're starting early. So we're going to be blending this up smoothly. So now we're going to put our sauce in this pan. Stir it up. Once it get like hot and boiling a little bit, we're going to put our seasonings in there, okay? So right now it ain't no seasonings in it, but we're going to be doing that. Let me go put this on the stove, and then we're going to blend up our cheese mixture. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the room, get some parsley, chop up the parsley, chop up the spinach real fine, chop the parsley real fine, add it to this mixture. Y'all, we're in the room, and y'all see the parsley's growing. We got our container. The beets are growing too. Everything in here is growing pretty good. Just for y'all, just a short little update. Even those, we're going to see what those are popping up. Sage and stuff. Alright, but that's not the point of this video. Let's go ahead and harvest some of our parsley. That's going to go in. We're going to harvest it at the bottom. Yeah. Alright, so we're not going to be harvesting a lot. Just that. Alright, so we're just going to be harvesting just a little bit of parsley. Alright, y'all. So we're just going to harvest just that much. And we're going to go get some spinach. Alright, so I added some spinach. So we're just going to chop this down real fine. We washed everything off. After this, we're going to see how our sauce is doing. Alright, y'all. So let's add this to... Seems as though this is stuck in here. Y'all see how thick that is? That's the nuts. Alright, y'all. So we're going to add our spinach and parsley. Y'all see that? We're mixing it in. So we're gonna put some onion flakes, a little bit of Italian seasoning, onion powder. We're gonna put a little bit of nutritional yeast. All right, now stir it up. And we're gonna taste it, see how it tastes. We're gonna do Italian seasoning, onion powder, cumin, paprika. Just a little bit of paprika. Then we're gonna be putting some of that in our sauce. Yeah, just stir it just like that. Good job. Stir it all the way up. Let me taste a little bit. Oh, might need some lime. So I'm squeezing some lime in it.
I grab my always.
Trying to take the seeds out. So this is our vegan ricotta cheese. We're not using no all of this is soy free. All of this is soy free. This is pretty good. This is my first time making it like this. I think the first time I made vegan lasagna, it was with Brazilian nuts, and that was on my old channel. But I'm gonna be transferring all of those videos over soon from my old channel. Yeah, so on my old channel, they got a plethora of videos, so that's all I was doing is cooking over there. Yeah, so this is how it's turning out. This is how that cheese is turning out. A little bit of annatto. Just a little bit because we don't want it to turn orange. So we're at the stove stirring up the sauce. I'm going to show y'all a better look at it in just a second after we put our seasonings in. So first, our seasoning is going to be paprika. Alright, stir that in real good. We're going to add a little bit of cumin.
Yes, that's
Onion powder and sage, rosemary, thyme, marjoram, oregano, and basil. Alright, y'all, let me show y'all how the sauce is. We're going to wait until the sauce get thick before we put it on the lasagna. So we're waiting for this to get a little bit more thick. I just turned the heat up a little bit. Now these is ready. So while we're waiting on our sauce to get thick, we're going to be working on our meat mixture. Alright, y'all, so we have the walnuts and the mushrooms from the stove from boiling. So all we're going to do is put it in our food processor. We're going to pulse it up. Even the mushrooms. So the mushrooms is already really cooked, because I put it in there with it. We're going to pulse all of it up. See how it's coming along together. So let me see. Pulsing everything down. Because it'll get real like a meat type, a ground meat type of texture. So I'm going to put this. Yeah, that's perfect, y'all. That's perfect. See, that's how it looks, like a ground meat type of texture. We're back and forth with it. See how it's getting thicker? Alright. Okay, let me put it on medium, huh? So that was our last batch. Now we're going to put it in our pan to saute on the stove. This is going straight into the sauce. Just chop up everything. So I got onions, garlic, some green bell pepper, and some more tomatoes that we're going to saute this meat mixture with. Alright, y'all, everything is chopped up. So we're going to put it in our pan. Just like that. Alright, and let's head over to the stove. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on there. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to mix all of that in together.
We're making it together.
Yeah, we're making it together. Yeah, this is a meat substitution. This is walnuts and mushrooms.
Yes.
With onions, tomatoes, and bell peppers. And garlic. So I have this on medium high because we're going to brown it.
Yes, brown. Almost ready.
Yeah, it's almost going to be ready. The last thing, we're not going to cook our noodles because from all of the videos I've seen, half of them didn't even, probably one person cooked their noodles before they did everything. So we're not going to cook our noodles. We're just going to layer it in there. Y'all going to see how we're going to do it. Y'all going to see how we do it. So once this starts sizzling. Alright, so we're going to wait until this gets brown. Wait till it starts sizzling. And then I'm going to fold it in.
Soup is better.
Yeah. We're going to have to get this more thicker. This is too watery. So I just turned the heat up on this sauce. But it was popping up everywhere. I'm going to have to put something over it. There we go. We're just going to put that over there. So before I flip it in, I'm going to tell y'all what seasons I just put in there. So I put some turmeric in there, cumin, Italian seasoning. I put some more garlic powder in there, some onion powder in there, some paprika. So y'all see that sizzling? Alright, so now...
It's popping.
Alright, it's popping?
Yeah.
Put the lid on there. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to toss this in. Toss it in. Also, that, I put some sea salt in there as well. So, I did put a little salt in there. I put that turmeric powder in there so it can get a little golden and crisp type of look. Now we're going to be working on our chickpea garlic bread. We're going to do everything from scratch. So we're going to blend up these chickpeas to make flour. This is, I'm trying to... Alright, and this is how you make chickpea flour. You don't have to go buying chickpea flour or ordering online. No, just get you some chickpeas. Grind it up. Let me make sure it's all... Boom, you got chickpea flour. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to put our flour in a bowl. Powder. So we're just going to put some curry powder in there that I got from last time. And if you didn't see that video where I made our coconut chickpea curry, So this basically has mustard, fenugreek, ginger, pepper, cumin, garlic, allspice, thyme, onion, coriander, salt, and turmeric. So we don't have to put no salt in there. Alright, put that in there. Now I'm going to put some more garlic powder in there. And then I'm going to put some paprika in there. And then put our water. And then that's it. I'm going to put it in our pan. Let it cook like some cornbread. Really. Because chickpea bread really be tasting like cornbread to me. So now she's stirring it up so we can put it in our pan and then put it in the oven. I'm about to go check on this our meat substitution. I'm gonna flip it until it's brown, then I'm gonna show y'all. So go ahead and stir it up, Egypt. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the pan. She didn't put this in there. Alright, so basically just like some cornbread, we're just gonna put that down there like this. And we're gonna put this in the oven. This really reminds me of some cornbread. We're gonna be cooking them green beans. These are the green beans in there. We're gonna be cooking that last. Once these hots free up. Alright, y'all. Alright, hold on. I had tasted it too. It's real good. Yeah, it's browning, which is perfect. Yep. See? Just like some ground meat, ground beef, or whatever. You can make tamales with these. So if y'all like tamales and stuff, you can do tamales. You can do burritos, tacos, nacho meat. You can put it over top of your salad. Yeah, you can do spaghetti like how we did our spaghetti. Go check out that squash spaghetti video that we did. Hey, you can do a quesadilla. I think I did a quesadilla on here before. You can do, we did nachos with it, burritos with it, all types of stuff with this meat substitution. So now that it's stirred in, y'all see that? Y'all see it? And that turmeric really did its job. So that turmeric helped bring out the color. Let me see. Let's check our sauce. Alright, y'all. So before I put the sauce in there, I just wanted to show y'all how our meat substitution is coming out. So I let it get a little darkened at the bottom, and I'm flipping it. And now I'm about to pour the sauce in. Pour a little sauce in. Put a little bit more sauce. Yeah, there we go. So now it's like this now. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of sauce for Egypt, just in case she wants the noodles by herself. But that's why I blend up all of my vegetables and make a sauce into it. You know what I'm saying? Just in case she don't eat this part. Alright, y'all, so everything is ready. So we're gonna start our layering. So it's gonna be sauce, pasta, cheese, sauce, pasta, cheese. So we got our pan. That's our sauce. I mixed it with the meat. And then we have some more sauce to layer it on top. So put the pasta in there. line it up. Well, I thought it was the purple side. Alright, well, hold on, wait, because we got to do the sauce at the bottom first. So put the sauce at the bottom, spread it out.
Split.
The sauce like that at the bottom. Because really, you need all of this needs to be in there. So we're going to spread the sauce at the bottom. Put the sauce right there, spread it all the way out. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Alright, so we're going to lay our pasta noodles down. Pasta noodles down.
I do it.
Alright, so lay this one down like that. Then we're going to put the cheese on there. So this is our vegan ricotta cheese.
Yes.
We're going to put it, y'all see?
Yes.
We're going to spread it like that.
I see. I think I smell too.
Layer it like this. Wow, y'all.
I want to do it too.
Okay, you're going to do the next row. It's about 3 rows. Alright, here you go.
Thanks.
Put it down and spread it out. Spread it that way. Hold on. Spread it down like this. Spread it. And then I'm going to show y'all how it looks.
We did it. Yeah.
Sauce, pasta, cheese, sauce. Okay, now then we're going to put some sauce on top of it. So we're doing sauce, pasta, cheese, sauce, pasta, cheese. Alright, so I think we have one more layer after this one, so I'm going to show y'all this layer of our cheese. Alright, sauce, pasta, cheese, sauce. So we're going to put our meat sauce on here. Meat. This is the last of it. So yeah, this is the last of it. Then we're going to put the pasta on the top. And then we're going to put some more of that sauce, which is still some more of that sauce. And we're going to put that on the top of it. So just like this. Layering it just like this. Then we're putting it, our last layer right there on the top. Put some more cheese on there, and then we're gonna put some more cheese on the sauce. More cheese right on there. And then we're gonna put the sauce on the top after this, and then it's finished. Then we're going to put it in the oven for about like 30 minutes. Well, about 30 to 35 minutes so the noodles can cook. It's no more sauce. Alright, so that's that. We're gonna slide that on the top. Alright, y'all. And that's it. Now we'll just put it in the oven. Can't wait to taste it. This is before we put it in the oven. Y'all see, this is the before. Now let's put it in the oven for about 350. Oh no, wait. Let's put it in the oven. This is how our chickpea bread came out. And now we're about to cook our green beans. So this is a chickpea bread. It will really look like a cornbread to me, but it's really supposed to be garlic bread. I don't think this part is cooked. Yeah.
You like that?
Let's cook this side. I flipped it over and cut inside of it. It's not really like, because it's thick. Alright, the last thing we're going to do is our green beans. So just break them in half and put them in here. So grab one, break it in half, and put it in there. Yeah, and then put it in there. Yeah, about 3 of them. So they can be small. Break it twice. Yeah, break it again. Yeah, so it can be small pieces. Now what you could do, if you want to regrow these, because we were growing green beans once upon a time, we were growing green beans. And so if you want to keep the seeds, you can. But next season, we're definitely going to be growing green beans again. So. Yeah, break all of them in half. Good job. We're just gonna boil that on the stove.
Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product of how it looks. Look at it, looking so delish. Now it's really, really hot, so I'm waiting to cool down to cut a slice. Now I was testing the process throughout it cooking. I left it in the oven for about 45 minutes, y'all. I wanted the noodles to cook. I kept checking and the noodles wasn't really cooking throughout, so I just kept leaving it in there for an additional 10 minutes. But finally, I was tasting it little by little and I was like, okay, it's done. So now I'm about to prepare everyone's plates. My plate, Egypt plate, and our guest plates. So that's why I'm voice overing it while I'm editing it, because it was loud up in there. TV was loud, everything was loud. So that's why I'm doing a little voiceover. And excuse me, I just literally woke up. So I'm like, I gotta edit this video. This video is going out 2 days. Look at that piece. Look at the layering. It looks just like some real authentic lasagna, y'all. We made our first plant-based lasagna, and yes, it was tasty. It was wonderful. Everybody loved it. Look at me. I don't know if I got my first bite here, but I'm fixing the plate now. I'm putting some green beans on the plate. You know, we have to pair it with some greens, even though our greens is mixed throughout this recipe, which is good. It's always good to have you some greens on the side. I was going to saute some greens, but, you know, most people like green beans. So, hey, next time we're going to saute some greens on the side. But look at that setup, y'all. Look at the lasagna layered and look at the green beans. Now the chickpea bread, it was still cooking, and now I'm going in for the first bite. Give thanks and gratitude. Let's see how I like it. I'm trying to see what all I taste. Let's see. Let's take another bite. Let's see what all I taste in that bite. I'm trying to see if the noodles are done before I serve everybody. Okay, it's looking like I like it. I went in for the third bite. Okay. This is the final bite to see if I really like it and to see if it's good enough to serve to other people. I'm like, let's see if this bite is the last bite so I can go ahead and serve it to others. Look at me sneaking in more bites. So that means it's good. Before I even fix somebody else's plate, this plate gonna get chopped all the way down before I serve their plates. Okay, I'm chopping it. I had to put me some red crushed peppers on there because I didn't put no spice in there. You know, I had to feed this to Egypt, and she rarely likes spice like that. She gonna be complaining and stuff. So I did put a little red crushed peppers on the top of mine and our guests. Because I was like, hey, y'all, it ain't no spice in there. So don't be all like, hey, because I know everybody like a little kick nowadays. But yeah, look at her sneaking in, trying to get some, want some. At the pot up, I'm like, I'll fix your plate right now. So I had gave her a little bit of mine, see if she like it, because this is her first time going to be trying it. So I got to see if she like it. So I gave her a little bit of mine, then I went in to get me another piece. See, I ain't even like worried about her right now. I'm like still eating. But yeah, there's me cutting Egypt a slice. And then I'm going to show y'all fixing our guest slice. Okay, y'all, so this is our guest plate. Look how I set that up. Look how it's coming up. You see? Yeah, that is a nice presentation. You know, it's all about the culinary art skills. I put a little red crush on the top, as you can see. And now our guest is trying the food. They love it. Look. This is our guest. Let's see how they like it. Let's see how they first bite was.
She said, and it tastes good.
It tastes good, Egypt. Let me know how that is. What do you think is in it?
Pecans or walnuts.